Greetings to everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to replace the whole rear button assembly. I mean, not just the plastic covering the buttons, but the whole circuit board, if we can call it that way. In my phone, it's actually, I mean, all of them work, but you have to press it hard or press it on the sides so you can get them work properly. I had another video where the main button was not working. I mean, you cannot hear or feel the click. It was solved by aligning a little rubber thing inside. But in this case, we will need to replace the whole buttons. The tools we will need for this procedure would be we'll need glue. I'll tell you later why. I don't know how you call this kind of glue in your country. Here we call it boxer, but I mean, you can see it. Probably you can identify it and purchase it somewhere in some place. And we'll need just a small screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver, just like this. I recommend you to get a good quality screwdriver with a good handle, just for you. I mean, we don't want to damage any screws. And of course we will need the button assembly, which is this. It's still packaged. I got this on eBay. It was like $9 or something. You can just search for it like LG G3 button assembly. So let's get started. That's everything we need. First of all, remove the back cover, and then remove the battery. Of course, make sure your phone is off before doing this. The piece we need to remove in order to get to the buttons is this whole frame. It goes until here. Be sure to keep them in a place where you can see them later. They are very tiny, and if you put them on a black background, probably you will lose them. All of these are the same size, so you don't have to worry if you mix them. Whenever you're working with a phone, try to keep a very neat area so you won't find missing pieces when you're done. Okay, if you see here, this piece won't come off still, so we'll have to remove also the screws holding the bottom cover and the camera lens protector. Okay, now it's loose. Be careful in this area. But there we are. So we can put the phone aside, and here's the button assembly. So we'll just open the new little board. We'll put it here, and we'll be done. We'll have to remove the bottom cover here. Be careful as this one will have little clips holding it, so try to use little pliers, or probably you have a small screwdriver, you can use it to remove it. Okay. You will need to keep this if you don't have a new button cover. Okay, here's something important. You will see here, let me get a close-up lens so you can see better what I'm talking about here. There's little rubber dots here, which will help the cover to actually operate the button. The new assembly won't have these little rubber things, so we'll need to remove them and apply a little bit of glue in here so they will keep in place. That's the reason why some phones will lose the click effect on the button, because they are missing these, or these moved away. So you can use little pliers to remove this. Try not to damage them. If for any reason you lose these little rubber dots, you'll have to figure out, you'll have to get something in rubber material, and you have to cut it just to get them again. Getting the little board out, it's not difficult. You just have to find a way. Lift the extensions and you see it comes loose. Watch out here, there's a little window which can get lost if you don't pay attention. You better put it away and just be very careful, and you can remove the whole board. And just get the new one in the same way. I think it's better to do it sideways. Yeah, it comes in better. Let's see if getting this one first works better. Okay, there we go. And now it's in. I think we should have probably removed the protective film. Okay, and here's another one. Which covers the little sensor in there. Another one here. Okay, yeah, there's I can feel there's glue around the areas where I removed the blue protector, so just don't touch it. Okay, there it is again. Try not to touch the Hooper contacts. Don't forget to put in the little window in here. Okay, and it fits just as the other one. And you push it a little bit so the glue will hold it in place. So in this moment the buttons are already changed. Now we have to do what I told you earlier with the little rubber dots. So we will use a little bit of this glue. We will apply a little quantity in there. I mean, just not too much. We don't want any spills around here. You can use for this procedure, you can call it that way, a flat screwdriver, so we can just apply a little bit around here. Probably it's better to apply a little bit on the little dot. I mean, this kind of glue works. You just put a little bit on each of the parts you're gonna attach, and you'll have to wait for around 4 or 5 minutes as it dries, and then you will join the parts. So let's start it. Okay. Be sure to apply it evenly. If you think you have just applied too much of it, just remove it. Okay, I think that's enough. Now let's... Okay, this little rubber dot still has glue from... Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it there. I'll just put it on the top. So the dots become in contact with the glue, and I'll remove them again. And I'll have to wait for a couple of minutes for the glue to get dry. Now that the glue is dry, let's put back the little dots. And that's it. Now we'll have to put back together everything and we're done. Put the plastic cover back. Remember the clips. Here you can try if the buttons are working. Just press it and you should feel the click on all of the buttons. And start putting it back together like this again. Replace all the little screws. If you removed your SIM card, put it back again. Now replace the battery. Put the rear cover. And let's turn it on to see what happens. The power button worked fine. And let's see if the volume buttons are working fine too. Volume up, volume down, and the middle button, lock screen. So everything is working fine, and you can feel the click on all the buttons. So that's pretty much it. I hope this video helped you. Any questions, just feel free to ask in the comment section.